Hi everyone, it's Vicky here from Crafty Heaven and thank you very much for joining me today. So today, as you can see, I've not made the project up ready to share with you. I thought I would actually just turn the camera on and let you see the full process of me making this project. So I'm a part of a swap group on Facebook, and this swap we had to alter something to make into a pin cushion, whether it be a jar or a vintage shoe ornament, you know, anything really that we could change up and make it into a pin cushion. So I actually thought I would do a altered embroidery hoop pin cushion, and then the person who gets this could hang it up on their wall and stick their pins in. So as you can see, I've got a few supplies here that I picked up, majority of them from Boys. I just want to say I'm sorry about my hands looking red and all cut. I suffer with eczema on my hands and they're really sore. I have cream on them, but I know it might, you know, some people might not like it, so I do apologise for that. There's nothing I can do about that, I'm afraid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make up the embroidery hoop, and then I will decide how I want to decorate it later on. So I'll show you the things I picked up from Boys. So obviously we will need an embroidery hoop, and this measures about 8.5 inches. So it's a, you know, a good size. Then I picked up this beautiful fabric, which is like a coffee creamy colour, and it has this purple leaves all printed on it. I got some purple felt. We have some of the stuffing to pad out our pin cushion. I also have some cardstock, and then some of the items I'll be using to decorate my embroidery hoop is this beautiful lace here, which has this ribbon threaded through. I've also got this trim here, and what else did I get? Some of this cord and some of these beautiful lilac bows with flowers and pearls on there. I also have my coat on because it's really cold and we have the heating on, but it can get a bit chilly in the craft room, so I do have my coat on. So I have my hot glue gun on ready. So what I want to do first is I want to trace around my hoop to this craft cardstock. You could use any cardstock. I'm only using this one because it is a bit thicker. So I'm going to trace around the back part of my hoop. But this is going to be a backing to go here so I can put the stuffing in, because otherwise the stuffing will just go through. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the circle out. So I've cut that out now, and that will glue on top. So then, like I said, we're going to have a backing so we can put some stuffing in. So I'm just simply going to hot glue this in place. That's now all glued in. So now we have a backing to our hoop. So I'm going to put that to one side, and we're going to come to this one here, which will be the front of our hoop, and I want to cover this up with some ribbon. So I've got this ribbon here, and it's an ivory colour. My nonna gave me this a good few years ago, and there's about 100 yards on there, and I just want to wrap this around my hoop, and I want to overlap them slightly. Okay, so I'm just gonna wrap it all the way around, okay, hot gluing them into place. Once I've done that, I will come back. Okay, so I've wrapped the ribbon around, and I can see a bit of ribbon poking out there, so I'm going to stick that down. So it will be a snug fit over the bottom hoop, but I'm not too worried about that. So that is the top hoop covered now. So what I want to do is I want to start to add the filling, you know, the stuffing in the middle. So I have some of this here, and I'm just simply going to place it into the middle, and I want to try and curve it on the top so it forms like a ball shape, and I want to try and also make sure that I have even amount. So I'm going to just fill this up to how much I want in there. Okay, and I need a bit on this side here, so I'm going to place some there, and I think that looks about right, maybe. There we go. There we go. So you could glue this down if you want to, but we are going to wrap fabric around it. So we're going to get the fabric that I got from Boys, and this is the one I want to use over the top. So as you can see, it's going to sit on there, and I want to make sure that I have enough to cover my hoop, and then the top one is going to trap it in like that. Cut off the excess fabric, and then I will be back. I've done that now, and as you can see, I've trimmed off the excess fabric. I've also pulled the fabric tight so it's nice and smooth on the top, and I did struggle to turn this, so I just used some pliers to, you know, turn it so it was tight. So what we're going to do now is we're going to turn it over, and we are going to just pull the fabric tight again and glue this down to the back. Now don't worry about this section because it is going to be covered with some felt, so I may even go in and just trim off a bit more of the fabric just so I haven't got loads to gather. So all I'm just simply going to do is add some glue and pull my fabric tight and stick it down, and then as you go round you just gather it over the top of each other. Can you see? Like that. So I'm going to go ahead and glue the rest down. So you need to trace around the felt as well so we can cover the back up. In fact, I'm just thinking if to add some ribbon first, so then the person can hang it. So I'm just going to grab some of that ribbon that I used to wrap around the hoop. Okay, and have it along the top, so then they can hang that up. So I'm just going to add some glue there. And place that on there. Now we have a hanger, so they can hang that on the wall. So now we can add the felt. So I'm going to go ahead and stick this down as well. And we are going to cover up that edge just to make it a bit more neater. So to decorate it, I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do that, so I think I'm going to have a think about it, because I don't want to rush it and not like it. So I'm going to make this the video part 1, and then I will come back in a day or two and share part 2, and we can decorate the embroidery hoop. If you enjoyed this video, then give it a big thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel, and take care, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye guys.